Chapter 7. Means of Communication. What communication is? The process of sending and receiving information or messages is called communication. We need to keep in touch with friends and relatives who live near and far. We do so through means of communication. There are many means of communication like letters, postcards, greeting cards, telephones, mobiles, fax machines, etc. Communication in the past. Long ago, when nearly humans did not know how to write or send letters, how did they communicate with each other? Did any means of communication exist in the early ages? No. As we slowly developed, the means of communication also developed with us. Early humans made signs and hand movement to talk to each other. Slowly, other means of communication developed, such as drumbeats and smoke signals to send messages to places at a distance. In ancient times, pigeons were used for sending messages. This particular breed of pigeons, called homing pigeons, are specially suited for carrying messages because they possess the ability of flying back to their home over long distances at high speed. Modern means of communication. Machines or instruments that we use to convey our thoughts or communicate are called modern means of communication. Means of communication may be broadly categorized in two groups. Number 1. Personal communication. The communication done by exchanging thoughts between two people is called personal communication. Letter, telephone and cellular phones, fax machine, WhatsApp message, email, etc. are forms of personal means of communication. Letter. Letter is a popular means of communication. We can write our messages on inland letters or postcards. We can even write our message on a plain paper, put it inside a stamped envelope. Telephone or cellular phone. These are machines with which you can talk to people living in different parts of the world. Messages can also be sent through SMS, short message service. Fax machine. A fax machine is like sending a letter through your phones. It sends an exact copy of your message in the form of an electronic letter through telephone. Email. Have you sent any electronic letter to someone? The internet service available on your computer or cellular phones can be used to send electronic mail or email. Sit with your parents and see how they send an email to your relatives. Number 2. Mass communication. The communication that takes place between a group of small or large number of people at the same time is called mass communication. Newspapers, magazines, radios, televisions and films are used to communicate with large number of people at the same time. These are means of mass communication. Are you aware? All the various means of communication are collectively known as mass media. In India, television started on 15th September 1959 as an experiment. The different ways of sending posts are speed post, registered post, money order, and telegram. The telegram service came to an end in 2013. Newspapers, books, magazines, and journals bring us news from all around the world. Newspapers are printed before dawn so that they can reach people before they leave for work. Radio is another means of communication which helps to communicate with a large number of people at the same time. Several radio stations broadcast news, entertainment, and educational programs from all over the world. Television is a visual means of communication, and news reporters actually visit the places where the events are happening and capture them on camera. There are many other programs that are shown on various channels that are informative and interesting, such as programs on history, animal and planet life, quiz shows, and much more. Mass communication has been made easier and faster by artificial satellites. They send into space to send and receive signals from one part of the world and transmit them. It is because of these satellites and signal we can watch a live cricket match being played in another country or continent. Some other means of communication that can be used as mass means of communication are: WhatsApp helps us to send messages, images, and videos to our family and friends. We can send messages to many people at the same time. World Wide Web, also written as WWW, helps us search information from around the world by just clicking any browser such as Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, etc. The internet also helps people from all over the world to communicate through online communities such as Facebook and Google. Things I have learned. The different ways of sending and receiving messages is called means of communication. In ancient times, people used to communicate through sign language. Letters, mobile, fax, telephone, and internet are modern means of communication. Artificial satellites have made communication easier and faster. Newspaper, radio, and television are means of mass communication.